Michael Bird here with WordWrite Web in Wilmington, North Carolina, video number 9 in our series. And we are talking about the top 10 organic search results in a Google search results page for whatever it is that you do, as though you were a prospect of the business. And what we're doing is starting at a very top level for an example, and the example is speeding ticket attorney. Let's say you're an attorney in your community, and one of the things you do is you do handle speeding tickets, or traffic attorney. The layperson might say speeding ticket attorney because they got a speeding ticket. Maybe they wouldn't say traffic, but we can find that out. Of course, we can find out which search terms have the most volume. But let's get back to where we were on the last one. Now, we talked about what is typically in that first 10 in one of these kinds of searches. And we have essentially two things. We have your competitors, or you, if you happen to be fortunate to be in that top 10 on the Google page, and we have directories. And I am pointing out some of the logical fallacies of the idea that a directory is a great idea for you and your business. And let me dig in a little deeper for the example of the directory. And here we go. We're going to switch on over to the screen, do our fancy picture-in-picture video edit after the fact. Here we are in the screen. Now, last we looked, we did this example search, and we went to one of the directories. That's where I left you. Let's go back to that directory because I want to point out a couple of the problems with the directory. The first major problem that we pointed out last time, I do want to review this and try to say it more simply than I did the last time, is that the numbers for each directory are way less than the numbers for this page right here that you're already looking at. So the biggest pool of prospects is on this page right here, and it would be better if you were represented, if your business were represented right here on the top level and not have to go to another directory and not ask the customer to go to Google and then click again before they even start to have choices. But let's say they do that. Let's look at some of the other things you're going to find with a directory. Yeah, and I am really casting aspersions on this particular one, but I'm not singling them out. We'll find similar problems with some of the others. The first problem that I pointed out is that there are now 20 law firms represented on this page, okay? And I counted them, and it's a little bit misleading, but it does say right here it's 20. There are actually 24 on this page. So let's go back up to one of the other things that are a problem in a way. This directory is doing exactly what Google does. They have paid listings at the top. And I'm not against paid listings. But the point is that in order to be in this directory at all, you have to pay. You have to pay to be down here. You have to pay more to be up here. Okay? Now, maybe because these red buttons are here, somebody's going to click on these more frequently. And some other directories, one of the misleading things is done is that they are sorted by most relevant. That is, I did air quotes because most relevant means those are the ones that paid money to the directory. Let's look at another problem that I noticed with this directory. Here, let's get down to the so-called organic results or the pure results. What is the order of these results? What system is being used to display these results? I can't see one other than who's paid the most money. They're not in alphabetical order. Gross, Wentz, the Wagner Law Firm, Dugan and Ledger, the Law Office of L. Bryan Smith, Woody White Law, I don't get it. How are these people going to get clicked? I don't really know. Well, let me tell you one of the ways that this gets sold, and it's very impressive. They're very, very, very good salespeople. That doesn't mean it's where you should. Actually, I will give you a marketing principle, which is to never choose a marketing option that walks in your door or that calls you without first seeing what all the other options are. Because some of the better options are the ones that don't walk in your door. And they don't have to. That's really the point. Google doesn't have to seek you out. Google typically doesn't call people. I shouldn't say typically. I'm pretty sure they don't call people. But anyway, you've got this pile of folks in this directory with the hope that somebody who just got a speeding ticket is going to find them in so-called FindLaw. What FindLaw is trying to do is build a brand for themselves that's going to compete with Google. Not much hope of that. Really just not much hope of that. They can throw money at it all they want. They can sell like crazy. They make all kinds of profit, buy all kinds of advertising. It's gonna really be tough. And how do they sell it? They sell it by giving you some really big numbers. Let's say in 2016, it's now 2017. In 2016, well, they come to you in 2017. They say in 2016 we experienced 10,000 searches for speeding ticket lawyer in your community. So 10,000 eyeballs in the course of the year came to this page. That might be true. But if that were true, 100,000 eyeballs came to the Google page or more, because directories are not that attractive. Again, back to what I said in the last video. If I got a speeding ticket, I'm looking for an attorney. I'm not looking to make another click and go through another list when I'm already looking at a list. So this doesn't make sense. That's what I'm trying to say here. They have a really great sales effort and make it all real easy for you. You don't have to do anything. You just sign up. We take care of everything, etc., etc. Contract, that's another thing. I'll talk about that in another video, maybe the next video. Anyway, understand the directory before somebody walks in, before somebody insists on talking with you and at least showing you the program. Look at what happens when somebody needs what you do. They go to Google. They don't go to findlaw.com necessarily. A few do. A few do. But that's really not where the fish are. There are fish everywhere in the lake, but that's not the big pond, and that's really what you want to go to. So go take a look at a directory. Notice the things that I've just pointed out here and see if it makes sense to you. Trust your own mind. Michael Bird.